And welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage. We got something from Amazon today. As you could see from the title screen, you can definitely tell what it is. But we're going to do an unboxing with this. Now, I did a previous unboxing prior to this just to make sure everything was okay. No surprises. Looks okay, so we're going to open it up. So again, here we go. We got a load of Prime happening here. If you're new to the channel, I do toy unboxings. I go to thrift stores. I go to discount stores. I go to online shopping, retail stores. Anywhere there are toys, I am there. So let's check this out. Now, if you are a fan of the original Superpowers back in the 1980s, you totally know where this line was going. When McFarlane took over the line, I got to be honest, I was a little hesitant on some of the characters that they first introduced. Wasn't feeling the vibe that was going on. It wasn't until a couple of waves later that I slowly kind of found some stuff, that I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance, Again, it's Todd McFarlane. I grew up in the 90s, collecting, and I remember he did the big Spawn thing. So when he decided to go into, he decided to go with the whole Superpowers thing, I'm like, you know what, Todd, you are going in an era that, a lot of people definitely know that they know their stuff. Anyway, so just want to say hello to everyone in my Dark Cosmic family over here. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and check out the previous videos that I do have here on the channel. Now, this one's going to be, I don't know about this one. This could be a long one, maybe not. It was just supposed to be an unboxing, and the more I thought about it, the more I started going through some boxes, and I said, wow, I've got quite a collection of supervillains. And I'm not saying that the characters you're going to see are supervillains, but I can definitely see them in the rogues gallery of anyone from the DC universe. Anyway, saying hello first to my Dark Cosmic family out there. What is a Dark Cosmic family? You're asking, what is this all about? If you are subscribed to the channel, you are automatically part of the Dark Cosmic family. You are either a Cosmic Comrade, you are a Cosmic Cosmonaut, or something totally cosmically insane. So let's go check this out. All right, as we see, there it is, Superpowers. So if you're familiar with the Superpowers line, again, now I picked this up through Amazon. Now I heard there were rumblings that Walmart may have had these figures. I never saw these on the toy shelf. And of course I wouldn't see them. You're like, whoa, Avian, what's that behind you? We'll get to that in a minute. But here we go. Here is the initial opening of this. So we're going to be looking at Peacemaker, Judo Master, Vigilante. Now these were featured in the Peacemaker series. Most of the characters were on there, which I was pretty surprised that they would go into characters like that. But for the strangest reason, John Cena has made Peacemaker something really cool. Again, Peacemaker was something I didn't really know about. Judo Master, I remember vaguely. Vigilante, I do remember back in the 80s. And again, let's open it up. So let's check it out. Here is the box. Let's see if we can get this raised up a little bit. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. So appreciate it. Thank you guys for checking out the descriptions, because I have an eBay store and I've got vintage and retro t-shirts. And like what I say is, when I sell something, I recycle the money and bring it back into here. And that's exactly what I did with this. So here we go, McFarlane Toys. Check out the box here. Let me check the back of the box out. Yep, so I wasn't really a fan of this whole cardboard box. And again, Suicide Squad, yes, a lot of the characters do fall in that genre. But let's check it out. I'm going to be opening this up. I definitely need a better setup when it comes to the studio, but that's okay. I'll do the best I can. All right, so from the package, we're going to open it up. I'm going to remove the cardboard. All right, here's the back of the package. Let's take a look at the figures really quick. So this is what you get. Now, again, I ordered this off of Amazon. I'm trying to remember. It was like $30-something. I kind of said, wow, that's a lot of money. But you get 3 figures. And again, if you're familiar with Superpowers, so we've got the Superpowers logo here. Would these characters would they have fallen into that whole Superpowers range? Quite possibly. So again, McFarlane did, I think, a pretty decent job of finding characters that were a little bit different. And then once I saw these, and I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll check it here on the channel, and we'll be adding to the collection, because I do collect super villains. I'm not sure if you can call them super villains. I don't know. Again, you can definitely, you make up your own mind where these characters fall into it. But again, they're so obscure, they're so cool, you know, they so caught on. And again, you know, John Cena, he pulled it off. All right, so anyway, before I go to the back, so it's got that, we got this little stars and, you know, the yellow going on. So that was pretty typical of what the Superpowers line looked like, kind of. So it gives a little flashback with that. All right, so take a look at the back here. So here we go. So we got Peacemaker over here. It talks a little about Peacemaker. I'm not going to read it. You guys can, you guys, if you really want to do, you can just pause the video. We've got Judo Master. Pretty cool. And again, this would have been something similar to what would have been on the cards if the line had continued. So I got to give some kudos going out to McFarlane for actually going in a line that should have been continued. And, you know, again, it was one of those, wasn't sure where it was going, but the more I saw the figures coming out and saw them getting rolled out, and then when I saw these figures, I'm like, you know, it's probably going to be a good thing. Anyway, so I'm going to carefully do some unboxing. I'm going to try to cut along here as best I can. Now, I know people have suggested, you know, you should, you know, pre-cut, you know, but I figured I'm going to show you the difficulties as I go through it. And I know that a lot of people are like, hey, do not use scissors on these, you know, boxes or, you know, the plastics. Just, you know, take a, take one of those, I can't think, those little, I can't think of the word here. Pretty sad. But, you know, the little blades that you get and you cut things with them. A little bit easier, and I probably should do that, but I'm just going to do the scissors, you know, because it's probably, for me, it's probably the safest way to go. Anyway, so you'll get to see the difficulty that I have trying to do this on camera. And again, if I had a little bit bigger setup and I had it a little differently set, I could probably do it. And I've got some ideas that, you know, as the channel grows, which it is growing, and I'm so appreciative of it, we'll find new ways of, you know, doing some camera stuff, you know, adding some different ways to have the different cameras set up here. So I'm going to try to keep the card as minty as possible, which is probably not going to happen, but that's okay. But anyway, so thank you guys for checking out the channel. I so appreciate it. You get to see the struggles. I got to do this off camera. You know, thank you guys so much for doing that. I really appreciate everything you guys do. I love the comments. You know, keep it up. You know, like I said, those are just wonderful to do. And, you know, again, I appreciate everyone. We're going to get to that 1,000 mark. I so promise you guys that, well, I can't promise yet, but with your help, it can happen. All right, so here we go. So after all the struggle, I was able to get this done. So here it is. Here's the background. I'm going to keep this probably card. I'm not really a card person, but let's check it out here. So here are the figures. Now, they do not come with any accessories here. I was like, well, that's okay. Would have been cool if Vigilante had come with some weapons. Judo Master, probably. Yes. Peacemaker, yeah, you know, I could see it. All right, so we're going to get it off, and we're going to take these off the card here. And again, making these a 3-pack, I was kind of on the fence about the whole situation, having these as 3-card, you know, 3-carded figures, but, you know, it works. And, you know, I would have rather seen them like single figures, but they would have been like, you know, $9.99. And again, you get 3 figures, and I'm glad they're all different, which is kind of cool. And this is probably the only way you're going to get them, unless there are other ways I don't know about it. So we're going to try to pop these characters out one by one. Now, in the background, you do see some other, I do have some characters from the Justice League Unlimited series. I think that's what it was called, I'm pretty sure. And I also have some Superpower figures here. And we'll go and I got some animated figures, which is, you know, really cool. Oh my gosh, the noise is too much, and I gotta be careful with this. I don't want to pop these things out and trying to do this as gentle as possible without breaking the figures, because I decided that I would, you know, try to keep these characters. And now the funny thing is, as I'm going through putting these, you know, getting all these figures out, I'm like, you know what? My DC figures, my enemies, and, you know, or friends, enemies, you know, whatever you want to call them, the bad guys, the good guys, has grown exponentially over the years. And the more that I, you know, checked out, they have this one container. I'm like, I need a bigger container for it. They actually need a proper display case, and I'll have to figure it out. You know, now that, you know, I'm starting to reinvest back into the superhero scene, I'm gonna have a lot of containers for my superhero characters. And yeah, you know what? A lot of people want to keep these on cards. That's great. I'd like them loose, because for display purposes, sorry, I got to do this off camera. For display purposes, I am definitely going to have to figure a way to do that. All right, so we got the figures out, and we'll readjust the camera. All right, let's check it out. So in the front here, as you can see, garbage over here. All right, so we've got Darkseid. Now that is from the Superman series. Despero. We've got Mazo, Boomerang. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Got Captain Cold, again, Dr. Polaris, Mirror Master, Copperhead. I believe we got the key back here. I know in the front we've got some superpower figures. Those are the ones that I want to compare them to. But let's check it out. All right, first and foremost, we got Peacemaker. Let us check Peacemaker out here. And let's take a look at the sculpt. Now I'm looking. Now this is, I think, is this. I got to look at the articulation on here. It's more than a 5 points of articulation. And again, I'm just giving you my first perspectives on these. All right, the joints are tight, which is very good. And I'm looking to see. So we have some knee articulation over here, which I really don't care for. You know, again, for me, I like the, you know, 5 points of articulation, but that's okay. We got Peacemaker. We've got the dove over there. Very cool. We've got the helmet. The helmet does not come off. I believe it's, I don't know, I'll take a look here. It might have at one point, and they might be glued. But again, so who knows what Peacemaker looks under there. Probably looks like John Cena, but that'd be cool. And again, pretty cool figure. You know, one of the characters that I would, you know, have not really thought about getting, but, you know, to add to the figures. And we're going to put them next to the other ones here. All right, we've got Judo Master, which I thought was kind of cool. So these are classic. Now the head's a little bit on the wiggly side here, which I did notice. And again, I'm going to be nitpicky as possible, because these are going to be part of my collection. Now there are ways to make it so that the figure joints can be a little bit tightened. But again, let's check it out. Judo Master, again, very cool. He's got the judo hand going on. We've got the closed hand over here. We've got some articulation here in the legs. And I'm trying to see if there's any articulation on the feet. But nope, but pretty cool. All right, you know, I'm thinking, you know, again, this is awesome. Again, I did collect DC as I was going along. I was like, I get in these phases where I'm like, you know, Marvel, DC. I totally forgot I had like a whole bunch of vintage superpower figures, and I'm going to do a compare and contrast with them. Now, again, the thing with these superpowers, they don't have any features where they actually have the little gimmick where the things move left and right. And I'll pan to all the characters that we have on here. And last but not least, Vigilante, which I've kind of been waiting for. I was kind of hoping they would make him. And I'm actually glad that McFarlane did do this. So kudos to McFarlane for picking some of the characters that, you know, again, they're like the B-listers, C-listers, but they're totally okay with me. Let's take a look at the articulation. Again, we got some joints over here in the legs, which I'm not going to be fooling around with, because this is my collection. And I know there are people out there that, you know, they do, you know, they wiggle and they, you know, they do that. And I'm like, you know, that's great. But for my stuff over here, I'm just not going to do that. Again, really cool figure. Let's take a look at the sculpt. And the camera zoomed in on it. Very cool. Love the goggles over here. Vigilante, I do remember, I didn't read about Vigilante. I know people who collected the comic books. I breezed through it, but he was definitely a cool character. Again, loose head over here. You know, kind of points taken off for McFarlane for doing that. But again, they batch these things so, you know, they do them so, you know, the way they are. But again, trying to compare them. Now, they do tower over the superpower figures. And we're going to go put the camera down just like this. All right, much better. So now we'll get to take a look. You get to see some of the characters and then what I have here for them. You know, again, this is like a collection over the many years. And like I would see one character and be like, yep, pick it up. And again, you know, that's kind of how I do that. Every time I say, and then again, you guys can go, he did it again. Yes, I do that. And I do battle on here, and that's okay. So let's take a look. Again, the collection, this is, gosh, at least 30 years. It might be 20 years. But, you know, here are some of the DC villains. And putting them with the other characters back here. So you get to see. Now, I do not own a Superpowers Dark Side figure. I don't know, maybe I just didn't like the sculpting of it. But, you know, we've got Parasite back here. Pretty cool. Now, let me get my little Mr. Finger over here to kind of point out. So the green character over here, Parasite. So here's your classic. And then this one was from the Justice League, which I think fits really well. It's got that Kirby-esque, you know, Jack Kirby look to it. We've got the Sod over here. All right, let's go here. And next to Vigilante, we've got Steppenwolf. So there is a Superpowers figure. And I'll kind of go with that. And over here, we've got Calabac, which is cool. Move the camera over. And then I've got Tyr. And I was just like, wow, I totally forgot I had these figures. Which is kind of cool. And then in the back here, let's check it out. And there's a reason why I've got good old Brainiac, which looks like the Superpowers one, but again, the one that I was going to go for, now they had issues with the arms, and the arms would pop off, and unfortunately that was part of the issue. Now I've got it was Total Justice. This is the Total Justice Dark Side figure. I had to think about it. Almost perfect, except he's got this little clamp champ thing here, and I'm just like, that was the only thing that blew it for that figure. And again, that was one of the figures that I thought was almost spot on, which I would have gotten. But, and I'll show you, he's got a little feature over here. All right, I got him off camera here, but let's get him over here. And then he's got this little gizmo thing. It was an almost perfect figure. Again, you know, it looks like he's got this like Thanos kind of gizmo over here. But like, I love the sculpt on this guy. Totally would have gone perfect with the Superpower figures, but it was not. We've got the Anti-Monitor back here. And then, like I said, when I was thinking about the characters like Peacemaker, Vigilante, and Judo Master, I was thinking about the Justice Unlimited figures, or Justice League Unlimited figures, back here. Now this is from, I gotta remember, the Justice League, Justice Power, I can't remember. There's too many series back here, but that's Despero. And then Amaza, which is really cool. And again, when I was thinking of, you know, Peacemaker, Vigilante, and also Judo Master, I was thinking about the animated series. And again, I don't have all my figures out here, and I probably have to do some more videos on my collections here. But that'd be like forever. But that's okay. I think you guys enjoy this. Anti-Monitor in the back. All right. And, which I'm kind of excited again. You know, McFarlane has restored my faith in Superpowers. And this is not a Superpowers. This is a Superpowers inspired Brainiac figure. Now, what I did see online is that they're doing the Brainiac ship, which I'm hoping to get. And they made 2 different versions of it. And I'm like, this is going to go so perfect with this character. And I can't remember which DC series, but again, this is the Brainiac that would have definitely gone very well with the superpower figures. And I thought it was, you know, one of those characters that I totally wanted. Now this one over here, this is the animated Brainiac figure, which I think is going to go perfect with the ship. So when I do get it, this is the figure that's going to go with it. And when I do get the Brainiac ship, I will definitely put those figures with it. We'll scale it with it once they come out. And there's a gold version of Brainiac, which is the same ship, which is kind of based off of the face over here, and it's got the little markings on the brain, which on the ship, which are really, really cool. So I'm going to be holding these figures probably to the top of my list once I get that and I get the figure. I mean, when I get the Brainiac ship, I will definitely be posing or displaying it with this particular Brainiac figure and this Brainiac figure too, because I think it's going to go really, really well. Again, this is kind of like, if I was thinking about Brainiac, I definitely like the whole alien look to Brainiac. And again, the figures that will be coming out with Brainiac, I'll probably get them because they're like the classic ones here with the McFarlane line. And we'll probably just do like a Brainiac series, or at least a video on that. So that's going to look really, really cool with that. I hope you guys had fun watching the video, checking out some of my collection. You're like, whoa, this is cool. This isn't even a tenth of what I own. Again, I would be doing video on top of video after video. I'd be probably doing it for at least a couple months, at least 6 months. But at least you guys will get to see, what my collection does have. Now, I do need to properly display these figures because the more I look at these figures, the more I think, you know what, I really need to do something, to really showcase, these figures off. Buying some, some really cool showcase cases to put the figures in to display them off, because that would be really cool. Now, Seashell did come down here, but she's hanging out with Callie and I think Butterscotch. So they're running around here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you guys have any of these figures? If so, which ones do you have? Again, I hope you really enjoyed the video that I've got here. You'll get to see some of the classic superpower figures in the back here. And if I'm going to be really, really careful with it because I'm not sure. Here is the Parademon, which is your classic one. Now, the cool thing about the superpowers is you would squeeze their legs and they would do something, like the Parademon over here flaps. And again, Parademon, really cool. What a cool figure. And again, I remember way back when, I'm not going to do that because I'm not sure what happens with the rubber band inside there. But, like I said, just kind of a cool thing. I hope you guys really enjoyed, checking out these figures here. Again, like Despero here. Oh, Total Justice, that was the line. I couldn't think of it. But again, they fit really good with these, with the other characters. And even though that, there's certain characters that tower over, it's okay. Like I said, a lot of the big guys, there they go, they fall again. They should be. Like Amazo. I've always thought Amazo was a really cool character. Like even putting the Amazo, even though he is supposed to be bigger, I mean, next to the McFarlane, you've got this contrast in size, but, it fits. You got Peacemaker going against Amazo. I mean, these are comic book pages that are coming to life with these figures. And again, when you have your collection of figures, you can put them next to each other, and it's like they just jumped out of the comic book frames. And again, they're really, really cool. So I definitely need to figure out, that'll be like one of my next goals in life, trying to figure out how I'm going to display these characters. I'm going to showcase them and actually keep them in cases that won't damage the figures. Definitely want to do that. I like Amazo. Amazo's a really cool character. I'm going to put them back here, watch them, they all fall over. But yes, again, I hope you guys have fun watching these videos. Check it out, the collection here. And again, with the review today, so adding 3 new figures to the collection. We've got Vigilante over here. We've got Judo Master. We've got Peacemaker. All right, so my bottom line opinion with the McFarlane figures, and I'm scaling them right next to some of the vintage. Wow, I can't really, I keep saying that again. Yeah, I put them with the vintage Superpowers figures. I definitely think they work really well. And again, you know, if you remember the 1980s, you know, that whole Superpowers line, you know, and it's like they all fit together in their own special way, you know, and which is pretty awesome. And I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, with the Justice League Unlimited, the Total Justice figures that are here, they all go really, again, in my personal opinion here, it doesn't mean my personal opinion is it. There are other people there on YouTube that do that, and they have their own collections. You build the collections you want to do. You want to do a DC Universe, you find the figures with your money and say, these are the ones I think are the ultimate versions of these characters. And you, if you can, you buy them, collect them, display them however you want to do. And again, this is just a toy channel. I hope you guys have fun looking at the collection here. And again, I've got a bin more figures that I could just do videos, which I probably will do. You know, if you guys are liking that, please smash the like button. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Do subscribe. Check out the bell icon. Activate the bell icon so you get notified here on the channel. And again, I hope you're enjoying it. I know that this is a very lengthy version of this video, but I really had fun enjoying talking about it. Let's keep the conversation alive, please. Keep some comments in there, you know, smash a like, say some comments, you know, all that fun stuff. And again, don't forget, do check the eBay channel out, my eBay page. Again, when I sell stuff on eBay, when I do my, I sell my vintage retro and retro t-shirts, I recycle that money and I bring it back here to the channel so I can do reviews like this, and I can take my personal collection and kind of show you here on YouTube. And again, I hope you guys enjoy the Dark Cosmic Universe, because I have fun doing it. And that's the end of the video. I'm very lengthy today, but I hope you really enjoyed it. And again, thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you guys for being the #1 ultimate fans here for toys. I so appreciate it. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. To my Dark Cosmic family out there, to my Cosmic Comrades, to my Dark Cosmic Cosmonauts, whichever one you are a part. And again, if you've smashed that subscribe channel, or the subscribe thumb, you know, kind of like something like this, if you've activated that, you are definitely part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. You can be one of many characters here in this crazy universe. My name is Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. To my Dark Cosmic family, to my Cosmic Comrades out there, to my Cosmic Cosmonauts, what do I say? Say it loud and proud. Stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting those action figures. Check us out here on the YouTubesphere. Share, like, and definitely subscribe, and keep along with this journey, because I'm having fun. And again, watch these videos whenever you want. I've got tons of videos to take a look. We've got shorts. Don't forget to like the shorts and say some stuff on them, because it definitely helps the channel grow. And again, our goal is to get to 1,000, which will happen. I know it will, because you guys are awesome, and you're going to be telling your friends about this, and you go, hey, check this out. This guy's got some really cool toys that he wants to show off, and I so appreciate that. Anyway, my name's Avian Savage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon here on the YouTubesphere, better known as YouTube. And we'll see you here shortly. And again, lengthy video, but I'm glad you guys got to check out some of the stuff. And I can't wait to get the Brainiac ship, so I can put Brainiac with the ship and do a display and do a review on that. Thank you, McFarlane, for making those figures. I so appreciate it. Yes, I can definitely say, without a doubt, they definitely make and they blend in with the rest of the DC universe here with the villains. And they're pretty awesome. We'll see you soon here on the YouTubesphere, better known as YouTube. We'll see you soon. Everyone, that's it. Goodbye.